If Bitcoin is digital money, why do we need giant warehouses full of machines doing math? The answer comes down to one thing: hashing. Hashing is the invisible engine powering Bitcoin mining, and it's the reason the system stays secure, decentralized, and tamper-proof. What is hashing? A hash function takes any input, a sentence, a number, or the entire contents of a Bitcoin block, and turns it into a unique digital fingerprint called a hash. It's one way. You can't reverse it. And even the tiniest change creates a completely different fingerprint. Bitcoin mining uses the SHA-256 hash function, which stands for Secure Hash Algorithm. The output is always 256 bits, or 32 bytes long. Each 512-bit block is processed through a compression function that involves 64 rounds of operations. This step expands the message block into a 64-word message schedule and uses it to update a set of 8 32-bit working variables. The output is always 64 characters, and the specific characters used in the standard hexadecimal output are the digits 0 through 9 and the letters A through F. It is computationally infeasible to determine the original input from its hash output alone. A small change in the input, like changing a single bit, will result in a completely different hash. A hash function is like a blender. Once something goes in, you can't get the original back. The hash puzzle. Guessing the magic number, miners take the block's data, which includes transaction data, previous hash, metadata, and add a variable called a nonce to it. A nonce is a 32-bit number that miners change repeatedly to find a valid block hash. They then run this information through a hash function, SHA-256, to produce a hash that starts with a certain number of zeros. The target hash in Bitcoin is a 256-bit number that sets the difficulty for proof-of-work mining. Miners must find a new block hash that is numerically less than or equal to this target. The network adjusts this target value to maintain an average 10-minute block creation time as the total hashing power of the network changes. The target hash is not a fixed number. The Bitcoin network automatically adjusts it to account for changes in the total mining power. If more hashing power is added, blocks are found faster, so the target is lowered, making it harder. If hashing power is removed, blocks are found slower, so the target is raised, making it easier. But here's the catch. There's no formula, no shortcut. The only way to solve the puzzle is brute force, guessing millions or trillions of numbers until one works. Difficulty. Why the puzzle gets harder. The target hash is used to control the difficulty of mining. If too many miners join the network, Bitcoin automatically makes the puzzle harder. If miners leave, the puzzle becomes easier. This network automatically adjusts the target hash every 2 weeks or 2016 blocks to keep block creation steady at roughly 1 block every 10 minutes. By making it computationally difficult to find a valid block, the target hash secures the network. It would take an immense amount of computing power to create a new block, which is why the network is considered secure. The winning miner and the block reward. The moment a miner discovers the correct hash, the race ends. That miner earns the right to add the next block to Bitcoin's blockchain, permanently recording the latest batch of transactions. As a reward for doing this critical work, the winning miner receives what's known as the block reward. The block reward provides an incentive for miners to add new blocks onto the blockchain and compensates miners for the processing power they use during mining. And if the block reward is substantial enough, it encourages more miners to join the network to help build the blockchain, which in turn makes the blockchain even more secure. That reward is made up of 2 parts: freshly created Bitcoin and the transaction fees from everyone who sent Bitcoin during that block. A transaction fee is an amount of Bitcoin that doesn't get used up in a transaction, and miners are able to claim these leftover Bitcoins as part of the block reward too. As the issuance of new Bitcoins slows, transaction fees become a more crucial income source for miners. This process, miners competing, finding the correct hash, and earning the block reward, is exactly how new Bitcoin enters circulation. No printing presses, no central banks. Just math, competition, and a globally coordinated network. Mining is simply millions of machines racing to guess a magic number. When a miner finally discovers the correct hash, something powerful happens. That miner broadcasts the winning block to the entire Bitcoin network. Thousands of nodes rush to verify it. checking every transaction, every signature, and the blocks linked to the one before it. If everything is valid, the network accepts the block, locks it into the chain forever, and immediately begins working on the next one. As a reward, the miner receives newly created Bitcoin and transaction fees. This simple loop, hash verify reward, is what keeps the entire system secure and running without a central authority. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and join us here at Bitcoin Mining World. More mining breakdowns, blockchain insights, and real-world explanations are coming every week.